This is really interesting to me. Let's say you are a tech savant, a math savant. We would encourage you to go. Go to Apple. Be an engineer. Go. Leave college. We do this all the time when you're extraordinary. In tennis, in golf, leave college. Go pro. So Ben Simmons, Philadelphia, had a triple-double last night. 21 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. He is absolutely the real deal. But do you remember a year and a half ago? These were real criticisms. He can't shoot. He cannot make the tournament. He's uncoachable. He does not get along with teammates. He's a bit of a diva. These were not just ad-libbed. They were noteworthy criticisms, discussed, dissected. I said at the time he's 6'10". He handles the ball like a point guard. They don't make a lot of those. Number one, leave college. He is now a better pro than a college player because we all know that college basketball coaching is absolutely inferior to NBA coaching. We know the Juilliard School of Arts is inferior to working with Steven Spielberg. We know that working at Google or Apple is a superior experience than going to even a good college like Stanford. Why is it for a basketball whiz, a math whiz, a tennis prodigy, a golf whiz, it is go face the best, learn from the best, compete with and against the best? But if Sam Darnold struggles against Notre Dame, boy, you need to go back to that inferior coaching. You ever notice that with football? College football is the only sport where if you struggle with average coaching, we want you to do more of it at the college level. You know what you need to do, Sam, is stay on that USC staff, which all the fans, by the way, want all of them fired. Go back to that coaching. Go back to playing Washington State. Go back to only practicing 17 hours a week. Go back to the restrictions, taking hits without payment. Go back to that. We would never say to a basketball player, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, stay in school, get better, learn from your inferior college basketball coach. Don't you think Jared Goff is better coming out with Sean McVay than staying in the Pac-12? Don't you think Sam Darnold would be better learning from Kyle Shanahan than a college coach? Ben Simmons, there were dozens of questions about him, all dissected. Can't shoot, can't make the tournament, not coachable, doesn't get along with teammates, sort of a diva. Nobody even considered the idea of staying with average coaching, average teammates in an average conference for his ability to grow. So when I see a college quarterback and he's proven he can be great and he struggles, my first issue isn't, oh, he's suddenly not great. You don't go from great to not great. You can regress depending on coaching, environment, teammates, and injuries. But Ben Simmons is a prime example. We would not even have considered going back to mediocre coaching, teammates, and an environment. We don't do that with anybody in the world. Golf, tennis, baseball, basketball, math, tech. The obvious progression is go work with better, face better, play with better, be coached by better. Why in college football is it the opposite? This sounds like it's not a real quality. What I'm going to talk about, though, does matter. It matters in sports. It matters in life. It matters for your kids. It doesn't sound like you can go to college and get a degree in it. It doesn't sound like something you'd be necessarily that proud of. But likability and charming matter. I'll give you an example. Tom Cruise may be talented. He's not overly likable. He's in Scientology. A lot of people don't like Tom Cruise. They don't like him because Tom Cruise is in Scientology.
Well, he jumps on chairs and stuff.
He's weird and he's scary. And Tom Cruise there's something about Tom Cruise I don't like. Will Smith is also a Scientologist. I mean, he's just given a new religion a chance. Will Smith is open-minded. That's a real quality. Will Smith is not dangerous. He's not threatening. He's likable. He's charming. Every time I see him, he's laughing, playing with his kids. Likability matters. It really does. And certain people have it. You want to know who has it more than anybody in the NBA? Steph Curry. He's Stephlon. He's the puppy of the NBA. He's small. He's likable.
Oh, my gosh.
He's jovial. He's fun. He's the NBA's puppy. And so now he's thrown a mouthpiece 2 different times, once at a fan, once at a ref, no suspension. Ronald Reagan had this as a president. He joked about bombing Russia. Everybody said, it's the Gipper. Obama would not have been given that pass. Trump, Mitt Romney, Hillary would not have been given that pass. There is something to say about likability. Some people have it, some people don't. Funny, non-threatening, charming, likable. Charles Barkley can say things on the air and get away with things. He'll say, I don't even watch basketball. These games bore me. And we still tune into Charles Barkley. Steph Curry, the most likable player in the NBA. Stephlon, short for Teflon. The puppy of the league threw a mouthpiece at a ref. Crickets. Here was Nick Wright this morning on First Things First, perplexed by why Steph isn't suspended.
Of course Steph should have been suspended. Literally every other player in the league would have been suspended. I was certain that even the NBA's untouchable golden boy would get 1 game. But no, not 4, angrily, flamboyantly, repeat offender style, taking his mouthpiece out and whipping it right at the ref, who he was mad at for not calling a foul. That didn't exist, by the way. So, I mean, yes, he should have been suspended, and everyone knows that.
Okay, he's absolutely right. There's no question about this. If Boogie Cousins throws this mouthpiece at a ref, it is a 4 to 6 gamer. Now, here's the thing about the Warriors, though. I think they get a pass because they're seen, and I may be wrong on this, Kristine, they're seen as the smart team and the Silicon Valley team and the politically progressive team, and we're all in it for each other team. And I think the branding of the Warriors helps them, is they're seen as good for the league, smart, change the league with the way teams play, build, and shoot, and we are to some degree, we look up at the Warriors. There are basketball religion in America. We're looking up to them. And the league doesn't quite know how to punish them when they're bratty and petulant and spoiled. And it's a real thing. I've seen it my entire career with people I've worked with, bosses, movie stars, presidents. Ronald Reagan could say things that Hillary, Obama, Trump, Romney, McCain would never be allowed to say. Charming goes a long way. And the NBA's most huggable puppy, Steph Curry, is getting a complete and utter pass.
I don't know if he's going to appreciate you calling him a puppy.
Well,
You think this is going to get back to him, that photo?
Nobody watches this show.
I just think, if you go to a Warriors game this year, you should watch out for a flying mouthpiece. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.